Hello, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden, and welcome to Subconscious Dialogues, the 9th Perspective Edition. It's funny because in the 7th perspective, I very much needed the Subconscious Dialogues, and here I am at the 9th needing them again. Communication is such a huge part of everything. Communication is what links us together. It's literally what brings us together. Communication isn't just words. It's energy and it's frequency. Communication is understanding. I said in my last video that books will save us. I just need to talk because I need to articulate the world I see. There's going to be points in this massive hive when we bring each other together. If you are at all interested in twin flames, this is it. There's going to be a grid. And when you have the grid, you have points. I don't know what this is, but I see it. If you are a physicist, you'll know what it is. You've got these points. And you're sending off different connections to each of these. That's what we're doing so that we're all connected. And every one of these dots is a twin flame. Every one of these dots is just a twin flame. So that when you are centered at one of these spots, you're going to work together to send out a transmitter, to unite the hive. That's what I'm creating. I'm going to send us home. I'm going to send us home. That's what I've been creating. I don't know why the word quantum comes to mind. I don't even know what the word quantum means. I'm Googling it. A discrete quantity of energy proportional in magnitude to the frequency of the radiation it presents. Oh, it's just condensed. A required or allowed amount, or especially an amount of money legally payable in damages. Oh, I want to go to physics. A minimum amount of physical entity involved in an interaction? A quantum. The minimum amount. Every physicist in the audience right now is laughing because they can see me figuring it out. The minimum amount of any physical entity involved in an interaction. An interaction is communication. It's a quantum. The hive is a quantum. The minimum amount. It's communication. Wow. Quantization. The magnitude of the physical property can take only discrete values, consistent of integer multiples of any quantum. Photon, similarly the energy of electron. Okay, this is like, oh, etymology. Okay, then I'm going to walk away. No, I want to look at the, okay. How much? Quanta, The neutral plural, short for quanta of electricity, was used in the 1902 by Philip Leonard. Quanta. How much? Interesting. Interesting. And I can see the twin flames. They're it's an energy relationship. Oh! Energy relationships. I have been looking for that word for 2 years. When my partner and I came together, it was different. And I told him that from day one. I'm like, what are you? What are you? I have been saying that to him for 2 years. I have gone to tarot readings. Tell me what he is. You tell me what he is. What is he? I could not figure out what he was. I could not figure out what I was. And I could not figure out at all what we were. We have an energy relationship. An energy relationship is ninth perspective talk for twin flames. But twin flames is absolutely tangled and drowning under second and fourth perspective toxicity. Ooh, that's a really good word. We're going to use that. Second, third, and fourth perspective toxicity. Okay? Because you can be in the fourth perspective, but you can be in the fourth perspective and toxic. So we're going to call that second, third, and fourth toxicity. So you have energy relationships. And there are words that we say all day long, every day in our relationships, in our world. And it's a toxic word pulled from fourth perspective toxicity. So whenever you use the word masculine or feminine, that's toxic. That is absolutely fourth perspective toxicity. Whenever you use the word hierarchy, anything to do with hierarchies, that's toxic. That's fourth perspective toxicity. Anytime you talk about man versus woman, you've missed the point. Toxicity. Anytime you try and label, categorize, push somebody into a perspective that isn't their own, fourth perspective toxicity. Every time you ram a religion down somebody's throat, second perspective toxicity. Every time somebody physically, sexually, or verbally abuses you, that is third perspective toxicity. Not all third perspectives are abusive. Not all second perspectives are abusive. Not all fourth perspectives are abusive. There are a lot of fourth perspectives who hate it there and they are trying to get out. There are some fourth perspectives who love it there and just wish everyone would be nice to each other. And there are some fourth perspectives who are assholes. There's also fifth perspectives who are assholes and sixth perspectives who are assholes. Guess what? You can also be a seventh, eighth, and a ninth perspective who is an asshole. Undeify everybody because there is no hierarchy. Deifying, deitizing, creating a god and an archetype is hierarchical thinking. Hierarchical thinking is fourth perspective thinking, and that is toxicity. We're not doing that anymore because the wrong words are the problem. We need the right words. So when you have an energy relationship with somebody, it is not defined in sex. It is not defined in anything other than this feels good. This feels right. This gives me joy. That's all you need in an energy relationship. Now, there's a few things that go along with this that is really understood. It is a polyamorous type of relationship because when you feel and when you are connected to the concept that you are just living off of your whim, which is what is right, what feels good, and what gives you joy, you all of a sudden are opening up the world in a lifestyle that you might feel good and you might feel right and you might feel joy with any other combination of energies because the relationship is not sexual. The relationship is not trauma-based, fourth perspective toxicity. The relationship is not your be-all, end-all, fourth perspective toxicity. The relationship is not your crutch and your need and your place of importance. That's codependency, fourth perspective toxicity. It is energy. You have an energy relationship. And if you walk into that with anything other than polyamory, you're going to try and control it. And when you try and control it, fourth perspective toxicity. That's where monogamy belongs. Because when you are truly committed to the energy and the hive mind, when you are tuned into that level of energy, what feels right, what feels good, what gives you joy, then anything is possible. And to suppress due to fear contaminates the energy. We are one. It's like being afraid of your own leg. Imagine every one of us. Imagine there's you, and then imagine that everybody else is your leg. And if you are at conflict with other people, it's no different than being in conflict with a piece of you. It's painful. That's why this misalignment hurts so much. You must have an open mind, because when you have an open mind, you can receive, and you are magnetizing, and you are calling your people to you. But we all have coordinates and positions in the world. Some of them have to be in Tokyo, and some of them have to be in Japan. Some of them have to be in Spain. Some have to be in Europe. Some have to be over in California. Some have to be in New York. Some have to be up in Alaska. We have to be all over the world. And if we are not aligned and we're too close together, aligning to our energy, not our culture, our energy, aligning to our perspectives, not our cultures, not our races, not our traditions, and not our religions. Every one of us, every perspective has been trying to align back to the hive mind, but we don't know how to do it. The second perspective said, okay, in order to unite and get back to the hive mind, you all need to pray to the same God. You all need to put yourself in the role of the community. Then we'll have alignment. But we didn't. That was the second. That was the Roman Empire. It wasn't, and it didn't work. And then we went into the, okay, if you want to be unified, if you want to be aligned, then you all have to do as the third perspective. And that's the Dark Ages. And it was total chaos, and it didn't work. So now we're all saying, okay, if you want the answer to life, the universe, and everything, it's got to be the fourth perspective. We all have to have laws and rules, and that will align us in peace and harmony. No. No. And when we get to the fifth perspective, we're there now. We are there. That's why it hurts so much. When the majority of us have enlarged campuses, and we're all plugging into the electromagnetic field, when we are all feeling the same vibrations and we are all aligning, when we all celebrate our differences instead of destroy them, then we will unite. Oh, it's so possible. It's so easy. It's going to be so easy because it's the big arrow that says, we're going this way, guys. This is where we're going. We've been chasing a hierarchy, building towers of Babels, trying to reach the gods. We are the God. The whole time, we are the God. We are the hive mind. It's like we're the Borg and we landed on this planet. And when we landed, we lost the hive and we all woke up an individual. And it's terrifying. And then we started to magnetize and pull together, and we made pockets until, okay, we got all the fourth perspectives over here. We've got all the fifth perspectives over here. And the world is getting smaller because the hive is coming together. And we're at the end now. We are at the very end. The hive is finally almost united. Some of us can already feel it. Some of us are already there. Twin flames are being drawn together to stabilize and say, okay, this is how we're going to work together to set off and use this energy to link us all together. Every one of these twin flames is at the center of a polycule. Every one of these twin flames is at the center of a polycule. So the twin flames will build a polycule around it. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. But we are going to have to abandon everything that was fourth perspective toxicity. The twin flames are at the heart of every polycule. Don't fight over who's your twin flame. You might have a couple twin flames all in there. You might have one person with 3 twin flames. Don't argue over how it should be. We are not to determine how it should be. Listen to the energy. I thought when we manifest that we were pulling on the energy, like a fishing line. But you've been pulling on the same line. Every time you manifest, you're pulling on the same line. And what you don't realize is we are pulling each other. You're on the other line of my line. It's not a fishing line at all with bait in a pool. You are pulling my line. We are learning how to dance together when we manifest together. But we have to be in sync. Abundance for all. Abundance for All is going to be one of my upcoming courses. If you're interested in it, take the link below. Contact me for details. Let me know which video you're watching and which part resonated with you, and I will be in touch. Abundance for All. As I Am is another program I am putting together. As I Am is a program that is absolutely designed to nurture the self and bring the identity forward, because most fourth perspectives believe that a hive mind is all the same. And that's what they've been trying to do. They've been trying to reach the archetype of existence while making everyone identical and the same. And that's not true at all. There is not one God. We all are the God. We all are. It's the Borg. No, it's better than the Borg. It's Q. It's imagine if boom, imagine, oh, please do this, Star Trek people. Imagine if the Borg, ready, wait for it, simulated the Q. Yeah, that's us. That is us. That is us. Every Star Trek person out there is going, yeah. What if the Borg assimilated the Q? That's us. Yeah. That's us. We've been barking up the wrong tree when it's something different. As I Am celebrates the identity. It is the identity that's going to link all of this together. I'm going to say this. I don't know. I have so much to say, and I have so much, and I'm tired. I'm so tired. There are days like this that I could just sleep for hours. And I'm really tired. I have Anna's Elite. I have a lot going on. If you want to know anything at all, just tell me what it is that resonates with you, and I will put together something for you, and I will be in touch. Thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.